Okay, so I have a story, and Kay, I'm gonna see if Play Thug might actually be able to cry. Now I've read it a couple times, so I think my tears are gone. But I must tell you, I am only a couple months postpartum, and I might just drop a tear. So Hollywood Unlocked, which is a blog that is ran by Jason Lee, who's on Love and Hip Hop. And it usually has a lot of like gossipy and current pop culture type of stuff. But this one really took my soul. The title of this article is Boy in Domestic Violence Shelter Pleads for Santa to Bring Him a Very Good Dad. So this little boy, he's 7 years old. He is not far from the Fort Worth area in Texas. His name is Blake. And he asks Santa, he says, "Dear Santa, we had to leave our house. Dad was mad. We had to do all the chores. Dad got everything he wanted. Mom said it was time to leave and that she would take us to a safer place where we didn't have to be scared. I'm still nervous. I don't want to talk to the other kids. Are you going to come this year? We don't have any of our stuff." Jesus, I'm crying again. "Can you bring us a chapter book, a dictionary, a compass, and a watch? I also want a very, 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 in capital letters, good dad. Can you do that too? Love, Blake." Now, I have 3 kids, and my oldest daughter is not biologically by my husband, and he's a great dad. And we think about our life and the struggles we have, and we complain about little stuff. But to see a 7-year-old boy ask Santa for a good dad for Christmas has completely taken me out. Like, completely. And as a dad, I mean, you joke around, you're a great comedian, don't get me wrong, but you're still an actual, like, full-on person, and you're a dad, and you're somebody's son. So imagine.
And I consider myself a great dad.
A pretty good dad.
Yeah, because I've been there for my kids their entire life. And actually, I have a niece that doesn't have a father.
Mm-hmm.
My sister-in-law's daughter. She doesn't have her father's not in her life.
Uh-huh.
He was there when she was born, and I haven't seen him since.
Wow.
And
how old is she?
She's 16 now. But growing up, it used to always make me feel some kind of way because I was so, like, she would, spend a lot of time with us. Mm-hmm. And when my kids, daddy, and it always made me feel horrible in a sense that, she never could enjoy that experience of having a father. You know what I'm saying? And when it's only one, when you're an only child and it's just you and your mom, that absence is even more pronounced because it's just the two of y'all, so it's constantly. And I think that's why I've always made a conscious effort, even in career decisions and things like that. I never wanted to be a superstar comedian as much as I wanted to be a superstar dad. Yeah. Because I see how much that affects kids to not
and they deserve it. That's the thing about it. Despite whatever reason a parent, mother or father, can't be there for their kid, it doesn't mean that they don't need them there. I had a situation where my ex is definitely not in a healthy space for anyone, so he specifically does not need to be around, but that doesn't mean that she doesn't need a dad.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so it's trying to figure out how to give them everything they need and fill a void without just trying to stuff something as a placeholder,
Right. Nothing can replace that dynamic of being present and having your kids know that you're there for them, you're always going to be there for them, that they're important to you. And because at the end of the day, man, kids don't care. Nothing matters to them more than that.
It doesn't.
You know what I'm saying?
It doesn't.
And I think my oldest is 30, my youngest is 16.
Damn.
Yeah. And even now, even with my oldest, my son who's 30, I still see times when we interact.
The effect.
Where I become daddy to him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even though we look like brothers, but there's still times when he becomes that little boy.
Dad
again.
is special. It doesn't matter who you are, where you come from, what color or whatever. Daddy's a special person. And to see this little boy write this letter to Santa.
And you don't even know what to do about a story like that.
I don't,
you want to
because
do something, but you can't.
Well,
do
because
anything.
what he really wants, I can't give him. You know what I
Right.
mean? I can give him a compass and dictionary and chapter book and a watch, but I can't give him a good dad. And it's just, this is a time where you reflect. You're thankful for those in your lives, be it your actual biological father or the father figures in your life. And as a woman, no matter how much I do, I can't replace a man. So I'm thankful to all the good dads out there, all the men that have stepped up and decided to go ahead and put that bid in and do what they have to do for these kids, no matter how difficult or taxing it might be at times. Shout out to all the good dads out there.